Hey folks, I think I'm going to try something a little different today. Uh, See if I can get better lighting here. Slightly better, but it is what it is. Wanted to give people an opportunity while I had just some time here to uh, basically give people the opportunity to ask someone who's in lending, uh, what it takes to get funded. What I specialize is and I'm assuming people can see the name of the company because I'm streaming on several platforms right now. But the name of the company is Business Builders Alliance. The whole purpose of this business is to help business owners. I don't care if you're a solopreneur or if you are a Fortune 500. We have the people who can make things happen how you want them to happen in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Um, if you got any questions, I don't know. I think they're supposed to pop up here. I'm also using a new platform that called Meet. I want to see how well it actually works. Um, so looking and playing with it as well, just to see, what goes on, whatever. If you got any questions, it should be a chat. Let me bring the chat up here. Yeah, there we go. Um, you can really see how some of this is actually working. So I'm not Gary Vaynerchuk or anybody like that. So people come across me, great. If they don't, no big deal. Life goes on and we continue doing what we do. But since I had some time, I figure, let's play around with some of this stuff we've invested in. And hey, folks, I think I'm going to try something different today. See if I can get better lighting here. Slightly better, but it is what it is. Wanted to give people an opportunity. Stuff right now. The name of the company is Business Builders Alliance. Make things happen. How you want it to happen. Fashion. You got any questions? Also, Okay, so as I play with this, I'm like, okay, well, what happens when I do this, when I do that? Okay. And there's somewhat of a delay from my phone to what's actually live. So let me turn the sound down on that. If you're a business owner, if you have a business, thinking about having a business, now is the time to figure it out with somebody who's been out here for 30 some odd years, pretty much seen whatever there is to see. Um, I've been able to make significant money on my own, under my own efforts, without an employee relationship. Sometimes it's as a contractor, sometimes it's as a consultant. Um, Typically, for every dollar you invest in me, you get 10 back. So take that for what it's worth. Um, it's a new experience for me. Basically, talking to myself looks like, but you know, I guess I'll just talk about some of the things that we're doing as a company moving into the new year. This year pretty much is dead. So whatever's going on, this is what's going on. Now, Business Builder Alliance, and I'm going to refer to it from now on as BBA. What we are is a business credit and lending company. We help you with startups. We help you with a lot of things. We don't do grants though. We are purely for profit lending. We have investor monies that we can lend you. We have financial institution dollars that we can lend you. There are myriad over 180 different sources of private lending that we could tap into. Myself personally, I'm in charge of, not personally, but as a company, uh, our goal is between 47 and 50 million dollars of lending per year. Next year, we're going to raise that up to 100 million. So that what that means in plain English is we have enough capital and backing that when we find the right situations, we have up to 100 and 100. We really have up to 500 million dollars uh, that's out there that's really been dog-eared for nothing but lending. A lot of that helps startups. A lot of that helps with payroll. A lot of that helps with, and we do every kind of funding there is. We do MCA. We do equipment leasing. We do um, personal lending. Um, there's a myriad of things that you can do with us. And uh-oh, and get funded. There's no lack of money. There's just a lack of people who qualify for it, is what it really comes down to. Um, this is my AI guy that I'm texting. We're supposed to meet up here at some point. Uh, let's see, he's an hour behind me, so that'd be 10:30. Uh, Liability is better. I have for our window up until 15:30. All right, but like I said, we provide lending, things of that nature. What was I talking about? I don't remember. Oh, I was explaining what we do. Bulk of what you see as far as the advertisement we're doing, and we're looking for my ideal customer. My ideal client really is a startup, a new business, a seasoned business that really needs that may be having some cash flow issues, but has a lot of business behind them. Those are pretty easy to find. Like I say, we pretty much can do almost anything. Even if you want to borrow 20,000 on your Rolex, we actually do have sources for that too as well. We could do that. 2026, we're going into something new, different. Like I said, the goal of this company is to help businesses grow. There's been a lot going on with AI, enough that basically, if you're in business, you're kind of forced to pay attention to a lot of it. AI is where everything's going, whether you want it to or not. It doesn't matter what you think; it's where it's going, and there are reasons why. I, as a company, use AI as well. If you ever responded or DM me in any of the social media platforms, you're talking to AI 99% of the time. As those conversations are occurring, I have the ability to go in and monitor. And sometimes I might jump into and interrupt the AI. Matter of fact, how about I show you? Um, Hold on, let me pull it up because it's really amazing. Years ago, maybe 30, 35 years ago, I sold a product. That's when I had an IT consulting company, and I sold a product called well, the page is down, so I guess I'm not going to be able to get in there and show you that. But I sold a product called Sandy. And what Sandy was is what was called an IVR, which is, see, was intuitive voice recognition or something along that line is what it stood for. I mean, it's 35 years. I don't remember what all the acronyms stand for at this point. But what it did was it took the place of a receptionist. So typical reception at the time was probably making between $20,000 and $30,000. You can hire Sandy for $20,000, and she'll answer as many calls as you can give her. Now, it was a little clunky. I mean, 30 years ago in technology is basically the Stone Age. It was a little clunky, but for the time, it served a purpose. It worked quite well. Now you have AI doing it, and it's almost seamless. Unless you know how to throw AI curveball, most of the time you don't know if you're talking to AI, if you're talking to a live person, or both. You never know. So that's what we started looking at. So 2026, we're going to start integrating AI integration and management. That division is called AIM. Um, and that's pretty much what it's for people who don't know much about AI, but have heard all there is about AI and want to know how they can help it. Now, I wanted to show you, what AI does for us by showing you something live that's going on right now. Let's see, maybe I can get back in it. No. Okay, because I got some work being done, so it might think they're down because they're updating some things that I requested that I would like to see the AI do. Um, but what I can do is show you a fundability scan. That'd be something good to look at. Okay, let me go to that. And there's a link that I put out in the description, and it's a BBA of USA fundability scan. Let me show you what it does. Now, this costs you absolutely nothing. If you are a business owner looking to start whatever, but this is just a software platform that allows us to just evaluate where you are and where you should be. Here's all my contact information. If you guys want to shoot me an email or call me, either one works for me. But basically, you go in here and then you say, okay, let me fill this out. Business owner, that would be me. So I'll put my name in there. Business name, uh, Business Builder Alliance, LC, phone number 813-693-50. This is email info@bba.com. Business website, bba.usa.com. Business address, 2424 West Brandon Boulevard, suite number 1388. And that would be Brandon, state of Florida, 3511. Now, you do that. And what this does is it scans the internet, it scans the state registry, it looks for the websites, it looks for everything that has anything to do with the information you just gave it that's out there. So we click that. And then it asks you a question, does your business have an EIN? Of course it does. It is an LLC. And entities in the same state, yes. Now, here's what's interesting, and this is why this is very important. There are a multitude of companies in the state of Florida with similar or the same. Like, I don't know who this is, but it's Business Builders Alliance too, because obviously Business Builders Alliance of USA have been taken. This one is mine. That's the old address. This is the current address. Don't know who this is. Don't know who this is. It's in Davies, Florida, but it's got the same exact name, except it's Inc. And I'm Business Builders Alliance of USA. So that's the description. But unfortunately, people don't necessarily search that far. And when you have similar names, things get kind of tied together. But anyway, you find a business that's related to you, you click that. All right. Then it says, what is your personal credit score? Now, I know we talk about getting your business credit done. However, if you don't have any credit, they're going to look at your business credits, your personal credit score, because they want to see and make sure someone's going to pay the loan. The business can't pay it. The owner's on the hook, I guess. That's what they want to see. Are you willing to use your personal credit with a loan? I mean, you get pick yes or no. I'll pick yes because it doesn't really matter one way or another to me. Let's see. How much monthly revenue are you making? Between 20 and 50. Do you have access for one stock? Okay. And then you say, okay, wow. Okay, here's what happens. You get a fundability score. I'm 7 out of 7, which means my things are pretty much set up properly as they should. I'm ready for funding. It's been verified through the bureau, so there's no flags there. My financials are good. My foundation is good. And then basically, you're going to schedule an appointment based on what you see. So you want to see a review, that's great. And it'll take you to the website. And this is what they should be working on right now, because there actually should be a schedule over here on this part, but for some reason it does, as you can see how it popped up there. It's not popping up. So it's supposed to be a schedule that comes up there so you can make a schedule. Now, what happens on the back end of this is interesting, because then I can go in here and I can go into fundability assessments. Oh, that's not the one. I'm sorry. I'm going to Resource Center. Oh, and this pretty much shows me what's going on. I can go to fundability scans, and I do have some people that have done fundability scans. And what's really interesting is, let's see, I don't see any, trying to see if there's anything new in here. No. But here's the problem from my perspective, what typically goes on with a lot of things. Like, I think I spoke to this guy yesterday, and what I can do once done that, I can actually get a see what his scanning is, what his scan was. So these are all the things that's wrong with his particular business. He's a new business. Like I said, the next step should have been to schedule something with me. I haven't heard from him yet, but this is what you get. It says business not found. So this is one of the ways we find out, are you really a business, or are you just some guy out there hustling? So there you go. and then it tells you, we scan all the major credit bureaus, and you don't exist, dude. All right, your personal credit is below 700. For his case, it's below 600. Give you some information about that. He needs to focus on growing his revenue because his revenues aren't high enough. He has no business collateral. Uh, so it turns out there's little to nothing that we probably could do for this guy. And that's kind of how it goes because that's how it goes. My insulin is here. Okay, but anyway, those are all the fun things that that happen in the background, and makes the world go round. Oh, and then what you see in the back office here is I just got an email from myself. Like, why am I getting an email from myself? I forgot I just did the scan using my business, so that I don't really need any of that. Right. Don't need any of that. But that's how the fundability scan works. Nothing magical, nothing, mystical. It's just data generated. Doesn't cost anything, and it tells you where you are with your business. All right. I see. Doesn't look like I got any takers. Uh, could be wrong. Side of doing lives, it's like unless you're selling something, nobody wants to see you. You know. Anyway, um, Hello. Oh, but here's some of the back office stuff that happens with like this is all AI handling this stuff. See, I said, hello, can I get more information? So AI answers it. And after that, they move on. This is the ad they're responding to. Anyway, I'm going to sign off here.